Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Headphones On podcast. I'm your host, Dylan the Waterboy, and today I'm joined with co-host William.
Hello.
Anything you'd like to tell to the viewers?
This might be a short podcast.
I mean, it typically always is.
But did we switch to a British accent?
You actually had accidentally did like a slip of a British accent, so I was like, I'm gonna join in on that. But
that
anyways,
was a complete accident.
Today,
I don't know where that came from.
I'd like to talk about our co-host William. So recently, like I've said, he has been promoted to co-host, which should be a high honor for you. But and there was this ongoing joke of him being an author, but really, he was an actor. He performed in a play that was called Lexington Heights, in which I had performed in a year before. And recently, I found out that he's going to be hitting the big stars, and he's going to be performing in the 5-star rated performance, Hamilton. He will be playing as Alexander Hamilton himself. If you hear me sipping and go, ugh, I'm drinking this vitamin C water. It's the flavor is like super orange, and it's
a little bit of.
Just making meth. It's fine.
What was the question again? I got a little sidetracked.
Well, that wasn't really a question. I was just stating, you know.
Well, I've also been trying to get in a role of the musical Beetlejuice.
Oh, really?
Yes. I don't know what role I'm gonna get, but I'm trying.
Well, it's good that you're trying. You know, there's a lot of people who are too afraid to start acting and such. You know, I'm not gonna make another ongoing joke about this. He wasn't an actor in Lexington Heights, and that was funny. It wasn't a funny play. It was a soap opera. He didn't sing, but there's one particular scene which I have a picture of where he is a member of a mob, and he has not gotten his.
I was the leader, actually.
You were, and
I was the leader of it.
You were holding a bat.
I was holding an actual baseball bat, and this was in a school where there's no weapons allowed.
Yeah,
it counts as a weapon too.
Yeah.
We had to ask permission from the school, saying, "Hey, can we have this baseball bat as a prop?
Yeah.
Please and thank you."
Well, I'll probably flash up the picture a couple times, you know, the usual. But, you know, there's the thing I'm thinking is an old thermos that I've owned for a longish time, like, I think maybe a year, and it was owned by Questionable Possibilities, and it still had coffee in it from last year, so that was a mess to clean up. But once I got it all cleaned up and whatnot, I started to remember that I carved into this thing with a key, like there's outside paint, and I used a key, and I made all the carvings in it, and I'm very happy with all of them. They're very unique. I've got my initials, I've got my signature, I've got a guy with a cone on his head, a cat giving a thumbs up, a tiny-faced cat, a cat sticking his head out of a hole, and his rear end on the other side.
How interesting.
Indeed. How interesting, indeed. So, I told William this, but the last podcast we made was like a joke podcast. I mean, it's not going up, but like the entire time we were making jokes, and, you know, a lot of like stuff happened, and I mean, Questionable Possibilities and Zachary were happy and whatnot.
Zachary is now just a guest.
Zachary is now not only a guest, but he's sort of like our IT. He's our audio guy. He'll like watch the audio, make sure we're not being too loud. Which in the last podcast he was being loud. or the one we had recorded, the fake podcast, he was being really loud. He was beating the edge of one of the chairs that are broken against the table to imagine that he was beating up questionable possibilities. But the problem is that if something hits the table, then you can hear it. That was through the table. And then you could beat, but even that knocking was just like me lightly knocking, but this is like slamming it onto the table.
Yeah, I think you're in the... No, actually, I don't know where that chair is. The one with the shoulders. Okay, right there, okay.
Yeah.
And we need to bring the super glue in one day just to fix it.
Yeah. It seems like he had ripped off a piece, because I remember he like tried to stab us when we were high as a kite, smelling
oh yeah,
essential
that's right,
oils,
he did.
Which
Ooh.
my sinuses are acting up. I'm drinking, like, that's why I'm drinking vitamin C waters, because like my nose has been super runny, and my throat's been like clogged up. And when I first drank this, like I could feel it start to work, because I felt it go there, and it felt like my throat had just gone
bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anywho, so what's the subject of? Well, what's in the subject? So the subject's about me, correct? About my performances and all that.
I mean,
or is it something else?
No, I mean, what I'd like to talk about is kind of based around that. When I had started that, I was hoping that you were going to get like the kind of reaction, but let's talk about probably one of my favorite teachers of all time, Miss.tickle-rupe.
Aw, Miss.tickle-rupe.
She is a character. You can either love her or hate her. There's no in between.
Yeah, it's like physically impossible to not be in between.
She's like the greatest teacher ever. Like, she's always like.
Actually, I don't know anyone that does hate her.
Well, there's people.
I think the love crowd is more powerful than the hate crowd for Miss.tickle-rupe.
Yeah,
because there's still some people that's like graduated from this place, and still love Miss.tickle-rupe.
Yeah, but it's funny with Miss.tickle-rupe. You don't see her as much as a teacher, and more as like a student, but with like authority.
Yeah.
She's a character.
Yeah.
You like most teachers here, they're like, this is your assignment. This is what you have to do. Miss.tickle-rupe's like, I pooped in Walmart once.
I got my foot stuck in the toilet. That's another one that she had.
Really?
Foot stuck in the toilet.
Huh.
She's great.
Yeah,
great
she's
teacher.
She's really great. I've been trying to get my class with Miss.tickle-rupe to listen to my podcast, and if Miss.tickle-rupe finds it, I think she's gonna see this episode.
Yeah.
Oh. This is nice.
Well, then I guess I gotta talk about it. If you talked about a teacher you liked, which I've liked her too, I guess I get to talk about one teacher I like, Mrs. Mumo.
Oh yeah.
Miss Mumo is a great teacher. She not only works here, but she's also the manager of the pool, the Woodstock pool. Yeah. You see, I helped her one day on making a free slip for the pool, and I was supposed to hide something in the picture and all that kind of stuff. Work on the slip for a free pool pass, and because of the reward for helping her, I got one for free.
Oh, cool.
It's in my wallet still. I haven't used it yet.
You wouldn't happen to have your wallet so I could see it.
No, I don't have it on me right now.
Oh, that's a shame.
But I was working. I worked on the slip and all that kind of stuff. But Miss Muma also one good thing as a teacher, like she comes up with the best field trips ever.
Yeah, I've heard of a couple of them. What was it? Denny's?
Oh, Denny's to Triple Tech.
Triplet Tech.
Where we got manicures and all that kind of stuff. Like, we had, like, we could get our hair washed, our hair done. It was, like, and it was all for free.
Did you?
I got, like, my hands, like, covered in wax and then peeled off to release some smooth skins. But I ended up like feeling so relaxed that day. Had my hair clean. It was great. It was a great experience.
It's funny. Speaking of hair, I'm actually thinking about changing my hair up. Believe it or not. So the first thing is a good friend of mine, Lexi. We were in seminar, and she was like, "I think your hair would look good split through the middle." I'm like, "I don't know, maybe." So.
Like this? Oh. Oh, okay.
And then grow my hair longer. So I've got that one, but also I'm actually thinking about bleaching the tips of my hair.
Really?
Yeah. I don't want to like full on bleach it because I don't want to ruin my hair.
Yeah.
But you know, it might be nice to change it up a little bit. Now that I'm becoming an adult.
Yeah.
In like a couple of years.
Actually, I want to talk about your car show on the 21st.
Oh yeah.
I want to go.
The drive-in movie thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to figure out a way because I was like, I need to be dropped off there and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. So the first thing is,
one, it's on my birthday, and two, I get to hang out with you on my birthday, and it'll be so great.
So there's a lot of factors that you need to add in. So the first problem that we're gonna have is that first problem you're gonna have. We'll do this real quick. First problem is my dad now has his girlfriend and girlfriend's daughter, so it's either my sister would have to like not go, or and then so what I would think is have, I hate to say it, tell Trent about this show, and then try to go.
That's the thing. I think they have another car show on that exact day at a different movie theater.
Well, I definitely have to talk to my dad about it, but that
but
bell
it's all right
there.
if I can't go.
The bell right there, that was the bell for third lunch. So with all that being said, any closing statements?
Don't do drugs, stay in school, and don't go to ISS.
Because you'll get comfortable. If you're watching this at night, good night. If you're watching this in the morning, good morning. And with all that being said, thank you, New York!